My husband cheated on me with a coworker, and I divorced him on the spot. I realized the texts I saw were fake, and now I'm desperate to bring him back into my life. Cheating is something I've always felt strongly about. I've been cheated on before, and it was awful. Everyone knows I don't forgive cheaters. So when my sister-in-law, my husband's sister, made up a story about my husband cheating, I ended our relationship. Unfortunately, it didn't just affect us. My sister-in-law Lisa, 32F, her best friend Emma, 32F, and my husband Jamie, 29M, were best friends when they were younger. Emma got married young, at 20, but her husband was mean to her. She had 2 kids with him. They got divorced 10 years later, and she finally got away from his meanness. But it was really hard for her, and she and her kids needed therapy. I, 30F, met Jamie 4 years ago, and we got married 2 years later. Everything was great. But I didn't know that Emma wanted Jamie, and Lisa made it her mission to get them together once Emma was free. I didn't know any of this, so I didn't realize there was a plan when I heard Lisa saying Jamie was cheating with a woman he worked with. Looking back, I can see it was planned because she said too much and was very loud. She wanted me to hear. I asked her about it, and she acted nervous and said sorry and begged me not to break up with Jamie. She said Jamie loved me and she didn't want to lose me as a sister. But she also showed me pictures and texts that were fake, trying to make it look like Jamie was cheating. I promised not to say where I heard it from. I asked Jamie about it, and he said it wasn't true. It hurt me more that he didn't say sorry or admit anything. He asked where I got this from, but I kept my promise and said it was anonymous. I even talked to the woman's husband. At the time, I thought it was the right thing to do. She was pretty, and Jamie worked with her a lot, so I was jealous. I told Lisa about it, and she used it against me. I asked for a divorce, and so did the woman's husband. After that, Lisa, who I thought was my friend, disappeared from my life. It was like I never existed. Even when I saw her, she was short with me and didn't care. Months went by, and I was still sad about the breakup. Jamie stopped trying to talk me out of it and agreed to divorce. He said he wanted to move on. I started to wonder why Lisa was doing this. She was my friend and wanted the best for me, but now she wouldn't even answer my texts. I follow both her and Emma on Instagram, and I started to see how Emma and Jamie were spending time together. At least once a week, Emma or Lisa posted about Jamie being with Emma and her kids. What I did next was really questionable, but I don't regret it at all. I was desperate and needed the truth. I was still good friends with Lisa's boyfriend's sister, Mike. I told her my doubts and everything. I said Lisa was the one who told me my husband was cheating, and now I wasn't sure. I needed their help to find out the truth. Mike agreed to help me. He had Lisa's passwords and checked her messages with Emma. And there it was. They planned everything. They used my worries and made me ruin the best thing that had ever happened to me. Mike sent me all the proof I needed, even the original photos they used to fake my husband cheating. It turned my world upside down again, and I got even more depressed. I stayed in bed and called in sick for 2 weeks. I not only ruined my life but also hurt another family. I don't know why I'm writing here. Maybe I need advice or just to talk. I don't blame anyone but myself for ruining my marriage. I should have trusted my husband and the love he showed me. I should have been honest with him about everything and where I got the news of his cheating from. I shouldn't have tried to hurt the colleague and her family just because I thought she was pretty. She quit her job and moved, but I still had her husband's contact. I had to at least apologize. We met, and I told him everything. He was really mad at me. He cried and yelled, and I felt like I deserved every insult. I found the colleague on Instagram and sent her everything along with a long apology. She didn't reply. I don't know if I should tell my husband. I know I don't deserve him, and he doesn't want me anymore, but maybe he should know what Emma is doing. He deserves to know the truth. Maybe I could start by telling him I'm not trying to get him back. I just want to help him understand and apologize. I need to apologize for everything. I don't know. Update 1. Thank you for being so nice. I was worried my story was too long and boring. I wanted to explain everything from the start, maybe to make excuses for myself. I'm glad you wanted to help. I decided not to meet Jamie. Every time I tried to text him to meet, I got scared. That wasn't good. I tend to get mixed up when I'm scared, so I emailed him instead. I wrote lots of drafts, checked all the information, and waited a whole day before sending it. I added some details I forgot. I sent him all the pictures Mike sent me from Lisa and Emma's chats. I told him I wasn't trying to trick him into taking me back. What I did was really bad, but I wanted to warn him about Emma. I told him I'd been watching Emma and Lisa's Instagram and saw he was getting close to Emma. It was hard to write. Just thinking about him dating Emma, I can't. I texted him that I sent an important email. He didn't answer. On Wednesday after work, Lisa, Emma, and Emma's kids were waiting for me outside my building. When I let them in, silly me, Lisa started yelling and threatening me. She told me to call Jamie and Mike and say I made everything up because I'm sad. She said I didn't want her as an enemy because she'd make my life bad. Emma just smiled. She said my husband always liked her and wouldn't believe me because he could be with her now. Lisa seemed more mad that Mike knew than her brother. She was annoyed with Emma and told her to be quiet. I couldn't get them out, so I left and called Jamie. I told him they were at my place and I couldn't get rid of them. 15 minutes later, I saw them leave. Jamie texted he wanted to come over. #yes. He said he was really sad that I would think bad things about him because of rumors. I told him everything again, without getting too upset. I said I loved and trusted Lisa, she was like my sister. I asked him to imagine if he heard Lisa saying I was unfaithful. Would he believe it? He stayed the night and left in the morning. We've been texting a lot and talking on the phone and FaceTime every night since then. He says he loves me but doesn't know what to do. He's really hurt, by his sister and Emma, but also by me. He hasn't said anything about stopping the divorce yet. I understand. I've really messed up his life twice in a short time. On a happier note, my husband's friend and her husband are back together. My husband met with them and said sorry. I already told them everything, but my husband wanted to say sorry in person. Mike broke up with Lisa. Lisa and Emma aren't getting along. They both blocked me on Instagram, but apparently Lisa is blaming Emma for Mike leaving her, and Emma is saying she didn't do anything wrong. I really hope my husband forgives me. I promise I'll make it up to him and love him forever.